After performing in Mexico in 2024 and returning in 2026, what has evolved that will make this visit different from Mexican fans?
Well, I think seeing more of the songs from Parasomnia, actually playing stuff like A Change of Seasons, which we haven't played in a very, very long time. And then Mike being back, will even make that song a little bit more very, very sincere and genuine. And just the fact that we'll be playing, I'm not going to tell you, but I mean, like we're going to be playing different songs than when we were there last time. So we want to include a different experience for the fans musically, but I think also with the production that we're bringing, the visuals, the imagery on the screens, the laser light production, the lighting production in itself, and just us being there with our fans to interact will be something that will be extremely memorable. New songs that we're going to include, the production itself, and just being able to hang out and have an unforgettable evening will be great.
With Mike Portnoy full back in the lineup, did the creative communication change?
Well, I think that, like anything in life, you continue to grow, you continue to evolve. Listen, we're having a great time. Yeah, I mean, is it like when we were communicating back in 2010? I think that we're all in a different place because that's like 15 years ago. So, I think everyone is taking on a whole new refinement in the way that we communicate to one another. I think that the music, the way we go about creating the music, the way that we go about playing the music is very, very similar and very familiar. I think that intensity, the power behind it, the chemistry, I think that is 100% like it was. I think it's just even better because we've all continued to expand on our skills and on the way that we interact with one another, and the way that we communicate with one another now is we're having a great time. A lot of conversations about the past and memories, and and so we're just in a really, really good place.
I imagine because there was a lot of time without him.
Yeah, I mean, and what we did in that period without Mike Portnoy and the band is something that we had a great time doing that as well. And Mike Mangini did a phenomenal job as a drummer. And those albums, they really stand up for who and what we were at that particular time in our career. There's a lot of great stuff on those albums, for sure.
Yeah. From a vocal perspective, what did you discover during the recording of the new material?
What did I discover? I discovered using a new microphone. It was incredible microphone to use. But no, I mean, I just discovered that, I'm still wanting to show other sides of me as a vocalist. I'm still really excited to get into the studio, get behind the microphone, and create a new feeling as a vocalist, and to be able to continue to grow from each and every experience. Every time that I stand behind a microphone, I want to make it something amazing, and I want to create a new feeling or experience for the listener. I guess express myself in the way that I convey what it is that I'm singing about lyrically. So each and every time that I create an album vocally, it's something that I want to take to another level. And it's something that I want to feel at the end of it all when I listen back to it. Yes, that's exactly what I was going after, and that's exactly the results that I wanted.
Dream Theater adapts live shows to the energy of the audience. What did you learn from Mexican fans on the last 2024 performance?
That our Mexican fans are still crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, they're so animated. They're so vocal. They sing along with the songs. They're like fist pumping, and it's just. I mean, if you could stand on stage and look out, and you see like 10,000 people just completely absorbing everything that you do musically, it's indescribable, really. I mean, it's an incredibly overwhelming affirmation of what we mean to the fans down there. And I mean, what else could you ask for? It's exactly what we want.
The energy is amazing.
Oh, it is. The energy is like incredible. Yeah.
How do you balance a set list that captures the long-time followers and the new?
A lot of that comes from the set list, you know. The songs that are in the set list are, you know, you're always paying homage to from every single chapter in your musical career. So as long as those elements are within a set list, then you know that you're satisfying the fans that have been with you since the beginning, the fans that started in the middle, and the fans that just came on board. And once again, Mike Portnoy is putting together those set lists. He's taken that torch. Once again, he's holding it high, and he's doing like he's always done. He's doing a phenomenal job because he's very analytical. He's very methodical as to how he goes about creating a set list.
Set list is special for every country?
Yeah, a lot of the set list is, you know, very similar. So what we're going to play in Mexico might be the same thing that we're going to play in Peru. But the fact being that when we were there in Peru last time, it's going to be something new to them. So when we were in Colombia last time, the songs that we're playing are going to be, the set list is going to be different than the last time we played there. So there might be some songs that are going to be similar that when we play in Mexico, that might also be played in, like I said, other areas, whether it's Brazil, you know, or Chile or Argentina or so on and so forth. There will be similarities for sure. But there might be a couple songs here and there that are different just because of what we played last time. We're going to flip it up to make it a little different this time.
What would you like the legacy of the 2024 to the 2026 era of Dream Theater to be? The historical reunion, the new album, or something else?
Well, I think it should be a combination of both. I think it should be, you know, the reunion. It should be about, you know, who and what we've been for so many years, and that the original lineup is back together. That should be celebrated, absolutely. But it should also be about the new album, you know, because we're 100% behind the new album. We're very proud of the new album. So it should be a celebration of those songs when we play those songs from Parasomnia, and as well as any other song from our vast catalog, you know, our musical arsenal, you know. So you know, it's a celebration that we're able to be out there playing this music, loving what we do, being able to interact with our fans from around the world. I mean, it's a blessed situation, and we don't take it lightly. So each and every night that we're on stage, that's a celebration.
The Parasomnia tour leans into introspective and psychological themes. How does that atmosphere influence your vocal approach? Themes. How does that atmosphere influence your vocal approach? An emotional delivery on stage?
Yeah. I mean, I've approached each and every song or album, whether it's with Dream Theater or my solo albums, I'm always looking at the lyrical content, and I always internalize what those words first and foremost mean to me, and what that story, how does it resonate with me? What does it do to me emotionally? How does it, you know, sit with me? And I think from doing all those things, it creates exactly how I want to express myself. And for me, I think if a person is listening to a song, whether they understand the words or not, they can still feel it through the emotion that I put, or the way that I convey it, the conviction that I put behind my voice, to be able to really communicate what that lyric is about and what we're trying to say to the listener. So that's how I approach it. And that's how I've always approached it. You have to be 100% engaged.
And what did you say that inspired the band to make Parasomnia?
Well, I mean, musically, what does inspire us? That we love what we do. We love writing music. We love creating new music. And then once we knew that, we were going to write an album that thematically was dealing with the subject matter being parasomnia, night terrors, and, sleep paralysis and stuff like that. A diagnosis that many people around the world are unfortunately having to deal with. Once we knew that, it kind of creates the music too. It creates, because there's a beautiful kind of tension going on throughout the album. It's dark, but it's also celebratory in the sense that you're understanding, you're getting a better feel for who and what you are, and trying to rise above a very unfortunate situation. So it's the human element that's being talked about, all the trials and tribulations, the difficulty and the arduous tasks that we have being a human being. And this particular situation dealing with people with nightmares on a continual basis is a very, very deep and troubling situation for so many people. So to be able to talk about this, the music kind of lends itself to that, to be able to support it. And so it is a thematic album from beginning to end, and you could easily say it's a conceptual album as well. And then the lyrics themselves dealing with that same subject matter. So, I think it's a real tour de force for Dream Theater to put an album like this together.
Let me tell you, I personally deal with these things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you see, and that's what I've said in many interviews. It must be something that is overwhelming for that individual when comes time for sleep at night, because you know that you're going to go into that realm.
Yeah.
And it's got to be a little, intimidating and great feeling of fear, of, trepidation, so to speak. Right?
Yeah.
So I can only imagine if you're dealing with that. That's very unfortunate. And, I feel for you, for sure.
Thank you. But it's amazing to have a material that explains this.
Yeah, sure. Because then you don't feel alone. You don't feel isolated. You realize that, this is something that's not just your situation. It's a situation that many people, several people around the world are dealing with. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to be able to sing every song so that you feel that, you know what? I'm not just going through the motions. I'm there 100% engaged into it. And that stands true for each and every other guy in the band, that, they're 100% behind everything they play. You have to be, or it just comes off. I think people can see through that. If something is sincere and genuine, or if it's insincere, or just a walking through the motions, or just doing and putting it on autopilot and whatever. No, you have to be in it for the right reasons, or else it's a fallacy. It's fake. It's wrong. It's sad to do it like that. So 100%, each and every one of us are behind what it is that we're creating on a nightly basis. And we want everyone to walk away going, oh my God, that was one of the best, if not the best, experience that I've had watching a band live.